He's made a U-turn on his decision. He's not happy. He said, I thought and was sure that I was free to leave. The president always said that at the end of the season, I could decide if I stayed or not. Now they cling to the fact that I did not say it before June 10th. The president told me that the only way to leave was to pay the clause, 700 million euros, that is. He said there was another way, and it was to go to trial. I would never go to court against Barca because it's the club that I love. I wanted to go because I thought about living my last years of football happily. Lately, I have not found happiness within the club. What I can say is that I'm staying, and I'm going to give my best for Barcelona. And you don't doubt, Craig, that he will give his best for Barcelona. But he's not going to be happy doing so, it seems. No,
and you know, Barcelona may feel that they have some sort of victory over this at the moment, but let me tell you, it is hollow as hell. Hollow as hell. Because he laid it out bare in his interview that whilst people might have woke up yesterday saying, oh, Messi's staying at Barcelona, great, Messi's happy again. He laid it out clear. I'm staying, and I'm staying only because I don't want a protracted court battle with Barcelona, because I had made up my mind that I wanted to leave. I didn't want to make it public because the season's extension because of COVID-19 meant at the time his contract was coming to an end, the season was still playing. They were still challenging for the Liga. They were still in the Champions League. So he told the president, Bartomeu, privately over months, I want to go. He had assurances from the president. When you tell me you want to leave this club, you can go. Concentrate in the season. That's what he did. That's why he didn't make it official till too late. But trust me, the club captain and the best player in Barcelona's history has been betrayed by the president of this football club and the club itself.
Taylor Twellman's with us to weigh in on this one as well. Taylor, after everything that Lionel Messi has done for Barcelona, should they have let him go?
Yes. And quite frankly, it comes down to math for me. So now Lionel Messi, who rightfully so doesn't want to go to court because from what I've gathered over the last 24 to 48 hours from international sport lawyers, is that this lawsuit would have taken at minimum 4 months, if not 6 months. He's on the free this time next summer. So, okay, he doesn't need to take them to court. He could sign a 6-month deal in January. So now Barcelona will lose arguably the best player in the history of their club. And yet for what? So if someone would have paid 100 to 150, maybe 200 million for a 33, soon-to-be 34-year-old Messi, why wouldn't you take that? Because you know, like Craig just said, from his interview with Goal.com, he's not happy. So now you're going to have an unhappy Messi playing for 4 or 5 months, and then he could presumably sign with Manchester City in January. So now you're going to keep Messi there for another 6 months when he's unhappy and you're losing him for free? It doesn't make sense. So while they may think they won this right now, absolutely 100% they didn't. And I would be shocked if Messi finishes his career at Barcelona.
Yeah, it's obviously something you didn't expect, and there seems to have been an emotional side to it as well, because he put it to his family. His eldest son in particular said, I don't want to leave Barcelona. I want to stay here, Dad. So it has come down to the emotions too, Craig.
But he told the family, and for every family it's different. Some uproots and pack the bag and go, and some don't want to go. That's understandable, but he told them, right? He told them, so that meant in his mind he wanted to leave Barcelona. The problem here for me is the betrayal, because here and forget the word loyalty, here we have a guy who has given Barcelona over a decade plus more than they could ever have dreamed of in terms of his performances and goals, but wanted to go and finish his career correctly, and because of his contract situation, with a gentleman's agreement to start with the owner, to go and finish it at a different club with different surroundings and see if he could rejuvenate the end of that career, which has been great. And that's been denied by people who have just lied to him. And, you know, a year, as Taylor said, a year down the line is going to be a free transfer, but a year down the line in any sport is a long time, with injuries, with illness, and all that goes with playing sport at this level. And the big thing for me is not financial. The big problem I've got here is that they have gone against the best player in their history and the captain. If that's how they treat Lionel Messi, how the hell does this club treat every other player? Scary.
Yeah, it is scary. I tell you what else could be a bit scary. What Ronald Koeman now has to manage. Alejandro Moreno, he's got his work cut out this season.
Well, he sure does. And some people have equated this to the last dance of the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson. Well, here's an issue. And the stark difference between the two storylines is the fact that Barcelona was not winning. See, the Bulls and Jordan, they were winning. And they were coming from winning a championship. Barcelona, not so. Even before this soap opera of Messi, this is a team that was all over the place. So take the soap opera to the side, take Messi to the side, and just evaluate this team and evaluate Bartomeu. And in the words of Lionel Messi, Bartomeu and Barcelona are a disaster. Well, the problem is you had questions even the soap opera. Even before Messi said what he said, even before the turnaround, even before the 180. So yes, Messi's coming back, but you still have issues, you still have problems, and you still have the same team in place. The same team in place that just got a beat down from Bayern Munich 8-2. So the issues remain for Ronald Koeman. The issues remain for Antoine Griezmann. The issue remains for all of Barcelona. And whether you have a happy or an unhappy Lionel Messi, to be honest with you, there are issues that go further than that in order to make this team a winning team and to meet the expectations of those fans around the world that think that Barcelona should be competing not only for La Liga, but for the Champions League title as well.
How do you rebuild a team as a coach with an unhappy, miserable star player coming in every day? And that's how it's going. He's going to have a miserable face. And I know a miserable face when I see one, because you're looking at one here, right? And trust me, I've never played with a player who's had a problem with the board, a problem with the club, and is unhappy ever perform at his best. Now, I know we're talking about arguably the greatest player that's ever lived. Some Ronaldo fans will have a disagreement about that, but I think most of us think this guy's been the greatest that has lived, certainly in our lifetime. And to see him next year now pull on a Barcelona shirt in these circumstances, when Bartomeu, the president, is still there because the elections are 12 months away before he can be replaced, and to see him having to come into work every day during the week and then go and play at the Camp Nou at the weekend when the president sat up there in the stand and he's the guy that lied and betrayed and denied me the right to go and finish my career somewhere else, which is what I portrayed to him that what I wanted to do.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.